The third tips when communicating with foreigners is to adjust your behavior and do not expect others to adapt to you. Do not get offended if someone unwittingly does that you find it difficult to accept. You do not have to accept it, but it is the best to explain politely why you find it hard to understand. So, it means when talking to foreigners, it's important to remember that people come from the different cultural backgrounds. Their beliefs and habits are very different from ours. Instead of expecting others to change or act like you, it's better to adjust your behavior. Example, personal space. The scenario is, in some countries like US or Germany, people value personal space. But in some cultures, people may stand too close while talking. So what to do? If someone stands too close and it makes you feel uncomfortable, don't get angry or back away rudely. Instead, you can say politely, "I'm sorry. In my culture, we usually keep a bit more space while talking. I hope you don't mind it." Tips when communicating with foreigners is the best way to avoid misunderstandings is to listen carefully and ask questions to make sure you accurately understand the other person's message. And also, you can ask the other person to explain what you have said to make sure he has understood you. So which means, when talking to foreigners, language and cultural differences can cause confusion. Misunderstandings happen when the words are misheard or misinterpreted. So, in my dialect or in our language, misheard, di mao ang pagkadungog. Misinterpreted, di mao ang pagkasabot. The cultural meaning is very different from what you expect. To avoid this, you must listen carefully, ask questions, and check for understandings. Listen carefully. Focus fully on what they are saying. Example, you're talking to a foreigner, but you are not listening of what he said or what she said. So, the foreigner feel or realize that you are not interested with their culture or you are not listening to them. So you must listen carefully. Next, ask questions. Asking questions. If you are not sure of what they meant, you can politely ask them to repeat or explain what they said. Check for understandings. Checking for understandings. So, repeat what they said in your own words or ask them to repeat what you have said. This makes sure you both understand each other correctly. Example, asking for clarification. So, the scenario is, the French co-worker says, "Let's meet at 4:30. So, your response is, "Do you mean 4:30? So why? 4:30 or 4:30 means 4:30 in Europe, but might confuse others. Asking avoids being late." That's all. Thank you.
4. Do not be afraid to apologize. You may see rather quickly if what you've said has offended someone, and the best way to alleviate this predicament is to ask what caused the offense and apologize. An admission of naivete or tactlessness may be better than ignoring the situation and causing further offense to the person. For example, the people of Japan, they use honorifics and their last names when referring to casual acquaintances, such as classmates or teachers. But if a foreigner were to visit Japan and call someone by their first name or not use honorifics, this may cause offense to that person, and that's bad. You should ask if what you're doing is wrong. You should apologize if you are wrong. Learning starts when admitting you are wrong. 5. Watch local television programs to learn more about behavioral issues and societal norms. While these television series may not be an accurate representation of an entire country's culture, they may provide you with useful insights. 6. Reflect on your experience. As with many aspects in life, a little reflection can go a long way of putting into context your experience, especially if you have a person who's in a similar position you can discuss it with. Thank you.
Having intercultural communication skills means listening without judging, repeat what you understand, confirming meanings, giving suggestions, and acknowledging mutual meanings. Listening without judging. Be open-minded and respectful for cultural differences. Repeat what you understand. Repeat or restate what someone said to confirm understanding. Next, confirming meanings. Ask questions to make sure both of you mean the same thing. Giving suggestions. Help them to express ideas politely or clearly. And last, acknowledging mutual meanings. So it means or it makes sure both sides fully understand or agree. Why is intercultural communication is important? Intercultural communication is important because it helps us to understand how to talk and behave respectfully when we're going to interact with people from the different cultures, beliefs, or religions. Discipline is relevant because it gives us insights on how we behave when we meet people from the other cultures, beliefs, or religion. Which means the discipline or the field of study is relevant, meaning it matters. It teaches us on how to avoid misunderstandings, show respect, and build better relationship with others who are different from us.
Politically correct language. The use of politically correct language refers to choosing words, expressions, and communication styles that aim to offending, marginalizing, or discriminating against individuals or groups based on characteristics such as race, genders, age, religion, disability, sexual orientation, or cultural background. Like, for example, a disabled person in public places. Then, like, dili na to siya pwedeng like i-bully in public. Then, the purposes of politically correct language: promote respect and inclusion. It helps create a respectful environment where people feel valued regardless of their background or identity. Then avoid stereotypes and offense. Politically correct language prevents the use of words or phrases that may reinforce stereotypes, belittles, or offend others even unintentionally. Encourage equality. Using inclusive language reflects sensitivity to social issues and support the idea that all people deserve equal dignity. Foster positive communication in schools, workplace, or public spaces. It encourages constructive dialogue and minimize misunderstandings or conflicts. That's all.